All right, welcome back to day 28 of our 30-day side split challenge. Okay, so we've only got 3 more days left. So I really hope that you have built some good habits and improved on your flexibility. Like, don't worry if you've not improved a massive amount. It's taken me years to get to where I am today, okay? So don't beat yourself up. So I'm just hoping that you've instilled some daily habits of the stretching routines and the mobility routines to really carry on with the challenge afterwards. And that's where you're going to start seeing results, not 30 days in, maybe 60 days in, maybe 6 months in. And it's what you do continuously that compounds over time, and that's where the results are going to start showing. So don't get down on yourself if you're not able to do the splits yet. Like I said, it took me years to really be able to get low enough. And even now, I still can't just go into the splits. Have to be pretty warm, okay? So I'm not like a super flexible person. So don't worry if you're not, you're still gonna be able to kick high. You're still gonna be able to kick someone in the leg and then kick him in the head. All right, so just think about that. You don't have to kick them in the head first. Kick him in the leg, fall down, and then kick him in the head. All right, so the first exercise today, we were gonna do some kicks, but what I wanna show you is called a hip airplane. The hip airplane really saved my hips a lot from being tight and really just tight. So this is basically an exercise I learned from Dr. Aaron Horschig of the Squat University. So basically when I'm doing a squat, you really want to be able to open those hips up to get low enough, right, into the good position. So to be able to do that, you have to have good mobility and rotation in your hips. So this is a really good one to help with that. So you want to have something that you can lean on that's not going to move. You're going to stand on one leg. So this is going to be your post leg. So you can use 2 hands to balance. Now you don't want to lock out your leg, right? You want to bend your knee. And I'm driving this leg that's in the air back. And I'm trying to extend my heel. And that's basically making my glute fire. So from here, we're going to rotate the hip down. And then I'm going to rotate under. So my foot is still pointing straight out. And I can feel the stretch here along the top of my glute. And that's what we're doing. And then what we're going to do, we're going to open up that chain as far as we can, rotating. And then we're going to go under again. So straight under, trying to keep those hips stacked and not leaning, right? Then we're going to go back. So we're going to do this about 5 times. That was 2. And nice and slowly. 3. Now you might feel this in your calf too. That's okay. And then all the way open, driving that foot straight out and down. This is such a good stretch for tight hips, okay? And then last one, open up those hips, drive out as much as possible, and then close that chain. Okay, and we're going to do the other side. So this time I'm going to stand on my right leg, drive that left leg out, kind of like into a back kick or a side kick here. And then I'm going to keep my hip open. So my hips are open, and then we're going to close this. So I'm going to close, rotate, rotate, rotate as far as I can go, pointing that foot. And then we're going to open as far as we can open. And then we're going to do this 4 more times. So make sure that you're breathing, not holding your breath. Now, ideally, when you get good at this, you won't have to hold on to anything. Now, I'm saying that I've been doing this for a couple years, and I still like to hold on because I really want to get those hips open as much as I can. So let's do 2 more. 1, opening that hip as much as possible. And last one. Ugh. All right, so those are hip airplanes, and they're really going to help you open up those hips before you do any kind of like stretching. All right, so let's get into our side kicks. So we're just going to do 10 side kicks, both legs. So ready? So chamber, pivot, 1, back to stance. Chamber, pivot, 2, back to stance, chamber, and 3. You don't have to hold on. I just feel kind of like holding on today. 4, because I really want to focus on my kick and not too much of my balance. So I'm really getting my glute firing. Really can't do two things at once. Up, really focusing on squeezing my butt as much as possible. Now, if you're feeling it in the side, really kind of brace your core at the same time. Okay, so 3 left. More falling. Really driving now. 2. And 3. Good, and then we're going to do the other side. So up, chamber, kick, and then reset. Chamber, kick, reset. 3. I'm already feeling it in my glutes, which is good. You want that. I'm going to turn around and balance. Okay, 4, kick, 5, really focusing on squeezing your glutes. 6, 7, 8. So this is developing your glute strength and control. 9 and 10. And you really do have to practice these things. It's not just about stretching. It's about building strength and control. And then it's being consistent with it. Like, it's if you stop, you'll lose it, right? If you don't train, you'll just lose it. Okay, so let's do some big hip circles. Nice, big circles. I'm going to do 10 total each side. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go back the other way. So after this one, we're going to do a split hold. So if you have your blocks handy, that will help. We're also going to do the Jefferson curl today. So make sure you have your box and your weight ready. One more. All right, so let's go into our split hold. Now, if you still don't feel warm enough, it's okay. We're going to breathe through it. So I'm not going to go too wide straight away, just because it's still pretty early in the day here, and I'm still pretty coldish. All right, so I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to focus on my breathing. So in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. We're going to do one more breath work, okay? So in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. All right, I'm going to walk our feet forward a little bit and then curl those in, bring them in nice and slowly. So the first stretch of the day like that is always a little hard. Ugh. Makes me concerned I won't be able to get into the splits on day 30, which is fine. It's about building habits and just doing our best every day. Some days are going to be better than others. Okay, so now we're going to go into our frog pulses. See, I'm not that super flexible. It takes a lot of work, but I don't think I'm that far off. So even if we get to day 30 and you can't get into the splits, please don't stress out about it too much. Just continue doing your stretches and keep going with the practice. Like, you don't become a black belt in a year, right? It takes a long time. It takes years and years of practice and dedication. The same with the splits. So in our little frog position here, Driving those hips back. We're going to do little pulses. So your own pace, forwards and backwards. Let's time this a little bit better. So we're just going to do another 60 seconds of this. Really relaxing. Getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. So if your lower back starts to hurt at all, really just kind of like brace your core. So pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Focusing on that breath work. So in for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. So a few more seconds in this position. And then we're going to go into our horse stance. All right, slowly come out of this. Those feet in, those knees in. I've been doing that frog one for such a long time, years. And I still can't get my legs flat. I don't even know if that's possible. So like I said, don't beat yourself up. Just do your best every single time that you stretch. And some days you're going to feel like it's day one. Trust me. Just like when you go to class, sometimes it feels like it's day one, not day like 10,000. Okay? All right, so we're going to do our horse stance. So remember to get into your horse stance. Go out, 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 out. Drive those hips back and then tuck. So let's time this one. Let's go for 1 minute. So we're going to do leans. We'll lean over and lean over. So we're doing the horse stance to open up this area, the hip area, right? To really be able to like sink down and get in. So if you can get into this position, into the horse stance, that's great. And then we can rotate up and then rotate up. Last time I did this, I couldn't do it. See, so it all depends on the day. I'm just going to hold this stance here. I'm going to do more rotations. So lean up, and then lean, rotate, rotate, and rotate, and then back up, and then stand up. Whoa. Good. All right, so that horse stance felt better than the frog. All right, so that was that one. Now we're going to go into our Jefferson curl. All right, so I do need my other box. 1 second. So I've had some feedback on the Jefferson curl, and so far everybody loves it. I do love this one. At first I was a little scared of it because it looks kind of weird. Like it looks like it shouldn't be good for you. I've seen people do this with barbells too, and that freaks me out a little bit more. All right, so I can't get my legs super straight when I do this. And I don't think that's the goal here. I think the goal is to stretch out your upper back, relax your lower back, really extend those hamstrings, okay? So your hamstrings want to be able to relax and be in such a lengthened position that when you're in splits, it doesn't hurt as much. So I'm gonna set my timer 2 hours. No, I'm gonna set a timer for like 3 minutes, but we're gonna take it nice and slow. So big breath in and breath out. All right, so grab your weight. Get close to the edge. Always scares me that it might flip over and drive my butt back. And slightly bend my knees, relaxing my head. Feeling that stretch in my hamstrings already. My upper back. Going nice and slowly. Like letting gravity kind of do the work. and not resisting, relaxing, breathing. I think Tyrone likes this one. Messaged me saying he likes this one a lot. But he couldn't get quite as deep as this, which is fine. Well, I think I'm shocked at how far I can go. All right, I'm going to practice my breathing now and stop talking. I feel pretty low right now. This feels amazing. That breathing technique is crazy. So when you hold your breath, I seem to be able to stretch more. Slowly come up and drop my weight. Now slowly come up. Ooh, feels good, stretchy. It's such a good stretch. And the way that your body kind of like, on the breathing, if you've noticed, when you breathe in for 4 seconds, and then you hold your breath for 7 seconds, during that 7 seconds, your body starts to relax, right? And you can go deeper. Isn't that like the craziest thing? If you want to know more, check out the school, the Online Academy, and I have a PDF book on the science of stretching. And it includes all this stuff that you can do to help your stretches. So I do encourage you. The Academy is free at the moment, and as long as you're in the Academy now, you will never be charged, okay? Only people that come in afterwards when I increase the price, they'll be charged like a monthly subscription. But if you join now, it's going to be free forever for you. So just bear that in mind. All right, that was our Jefferson curl. Now we're going to do our wide fold. So it just kind of seems a little pointless, the wide fold, just because that can go pretty low. But if you can't, the wide fold is going to be good. So it's like a forward fold, but you're going to be in a wide position. So we're going to go nice and wide, fold in. So it's kind of like a upright pancake. So the purpose of this is to be able to drive your butt back and get your body really close to the floor, closing the gap between your body and your leg, okay? So we're going to do this for maybe a few minutes. We'll see. I'll do 1 minute for now. We'll see how we get. So focus on that breathing. In for 4, hold for 7, out for 8. Oh, I'm totally cramping. I was cramping. All right, I'm going to go back into it. That's never happened before. All right, and the fold. So I just bending my knees a little bit because that seemed to put a lot of strain on my joint on my hip then. That made me cramp up a little bit. I'm going to bring my elbows back. Focus on my breathing. I'm going to do another few seconds. This is always a tricky one because my feet want to slip. All right, bring those legs in. Stand up nice and slowly. Whew. So that was day 28. Okay, good job. I'm so proud of everyone so far. Keep going, keep practicing, and I will be back here for day 29 tomorrow. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.